Hello everyone. Addition, subtraction, and more multiplication. Objective of this lesson: A. Add or subtract with radical notation and simplify. B. Multiply expressions involving radicals in which some factors contain more than one term. Any two real numbers can be added. For example, the sum of 7 and radical 3 can be expressed as 7 plus radical 3. And we can't simplify the sum because we don't have like terms. However, when we have like radicals, what are like radicals? Like radicals have the same index and radicand. So here this is the radical, here the radicand, and this is the index. We can use distributive laws to simplify by collecting like radical terms. For example, 7 radical 3 plus radical 3. You know that here 7 radical 3 means 7 times radical 3. Radical 3 means here 1 radical 3. So we can take radical 3 as common. So it will be 7 plus 1 times radical 3, and 7 plus 1 is 8. So we can do it directly. 7 radical 3 plus 1 radical 3 is 8 radical 3. For example, add or subtract, simplify by collecting like radical terms if possible. 6 radical 7 plus 4 radical 7. So here 6 radical 7 plus 4 radical 7, we have same like radicals here. So we can add 6 plus 4, it will be 10 radical 7. Another one, 8 cubic root of 2 minus 7x cubic root of 2 plus 5 cubic root of 2. Here we have same radical. Why? Because we have here same index and same radicand. So same radical, same radical, same radical. So we can take this radical common. Now what are coefficients? Coefficients here are 8 minus 7x plus 5. And we can simplify this expression now. 8 plus 5, because 8 and 5 are like terms. 8 plus 5 is 13. So it will be 13 minus 7x all times cubic root of 2. Another example. 3 fifth root of 4x plus 7 fifth root 4x minus third root of 4x. I said before, like radical, right? Like radicals have the same index and the same radicand. Here the index here is 5, index is 5, but index here is 3. That means this radical is different. So we have only to collect like radicals here. Where are like radical? Fifth root of 4x, fifth root of 4x, so we can collect fifth root of 4x. Let us collect them. So coefficient 3 plus 7 times fifth root 4x, and keep the other term, third root of 4x. Now 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 fifth root of 4x minus third root of 4x. Okay, your turn. Add or subtract, simplify by collecting like radical terms. 7 fourth root 5x plus 3 fourth root 5x minus square root of 7. Let's continue. Sometimes we need to simplify radicals by factoring. Like what? If I have this expression now, 3 radical 8 minus 5 radical 2. So first we need to factor 8. Factor 8 into 4 times 2. So we have here 3 radical 4 times 2 minus 5 radical 2. Now we can distribute radical over each term here. So 3 radical 4 radical 2 minus 5 radical 2. Now square root of 4 is 2, so it will be 3 times 2 radical 2 minus 5 radical 2. 3 times 2 is 6 radical 2 minus 5 radical 2. Now we have like radical, so we can combine them. 6 minus 5 is 1 radical 2. Another example. 5 radical 2 minus 4 radical 3. Here, no simplification is possible. Why? Because here we have 2, we have here 3. So no simplification is possible, and you have to keep the expression as so. Another example. 5 third root 16 y to the power of 4 plus 7 third root 2y. Here we have same index, but we don't have the same radicand. So what should we do? We have to try to simplify this radical. So to try to simplify this radical, we have here third root, so we can write 16 as 8 times 2, and we can write y to the power of 4 as y to the power of 3 times y. Now let us continue the expression here. So 5 third root of 8 times 2 y to the power of 3 times y plus 7 third root of 2y. Now we can distribute radical here, so it will be 5 third root of 8 third root of 2 third root of y to the power of 3 third root of y plus 7 third root of 2y. Now third root of 8 is 2 and third root of y to the power of 3 is y, but we have to keep this radical because we couldn't simplify it. Third root of 2 and third root of y and keep 5 plus 7 third root of 2y. Now multiply 5 by 2 by y. 5 by 2 is 10 times y is 10 y, and we can multiply these radicals because they have the same index, so we multiply only radicands. So third root of 2 times y is 2y plus 7 third root of 2y. Well, we have here same radical, so we can use distributive property to simplify this expression. So we have here third root of 2y, and we can add 10y plus 7. There is no common terms here, so we have to keep this expression the same. So this expression after simplification is 10y plus 7 all times third root of 2y. Now your turn. Simplify. Y to the power of 5, 4 third root of y to the power of 2 plus third root 8 y to the power of 6. Now let's continue. More multiplication. To multiply expressions in which some factors contain more than one term, we use the producers for multiplying polynomials. Multiply radical 3 times x minus radical 5. So here we can use distributive property, multiply radical 3 by each term. So I'll multiply radical 3 by x minus radical 3 by radical 5. So radical 3 by x, we couldn't simplify this expression, so we have to keep x out. So x radical 3, and now we have the same index of radical, so we can multiply radicals here, so it will be radical 15. Another example, third root of y times third root of y square plus third root of 2. Again, we can use distributive property, so multiply third root of y by each term. So third root of y times third root of y square plus third root of y times third root of 2. Third root of y times third root of y square, so we can multiply radicals here. It will be third root of y to the power of 3 plus, we can multiply here third root of 2y. Now we can simplify this radical. As we learned before, third root of y to the power of 3 is y plus third root of 2y, and this is the expression after multiplication. Now your turn. Multiply third root of a squared times third root of 3a minus third root of 2. Another example of multiplication. Multiply 4 radical 3 plus radical 2 times radical 3 minus 5 radical 2. Now we can use distributive property and multiply 4 radical 3 by each term here, multiply radical 2 by each term. Now let us start to multiply, so it will be 4 radical 3 times radical 3 minus 4 radical 3 times 5 radical 2, and then multiply radical 2, so plus radical 2 times radical 3 minus radical 2 times 5 radical 2. Now let us simplify each term here. 4 radical 3 times radical 3 is 4 radical 9 minus 4 times 5 is 20 radical 6 plus radical 6 minus 5 radical 4. We have here some terms, we can simplify them. Radical 9 is 3, so 4 times 3 minus 20 radical 6 plus radical 6, and here radical 4 is 2, so minus 5 times 2. Now 4 times 3 is 12 minus 20 radical 6 plus radical 6 minus 10, and we can here combine like terms, so 12 minus 10 is 2, and here 20 radical 6 plus radical 6, but here negative, so it will be negative 19 radical 6. Your turn. Multiply radical 3 minus 5 radical 2 times 2 radical 3 plus radical 2. Thank you guys, and goodbye.